And she said, "You're a disgrace to the game." And Stefon responded and said, "You a disgrace to music." So did Cardi B and Stefon Diggs really break up, or is this a troll? Because I'm trying to figure it out, all right? So I see everybody talking about they unfollowed each other from Instagram. Of course, all of y'all know by now she was on the field during Bad Bunny's halftime performance while the Patriots was getting their ass whooped. She made multiple appearances all weekend. This is one for the Uber One event. She was at the Fanatics event. Also, she was alone, but one may assume that Stefon Diggs was preparing for the game. Maybe he was busy. But like I said, all the times we saw her this weekend, she was by herself with no Stefon Diggs. Now, also, I found this little clip of Cardi B hanging out with Travis Scott. I think Quavo was in the background. And if y'all listen closely, you can hear her say, "My baby daddy is single." And since this got music, I'm going to try to talk over it and let y'all know what she said. So it sounded like right there she said, "I gotta move on." And I think she said, "From my baby dad," something about my baby dad. And it sounded like she said, "I gotta take care of my baby." What's that? And then she said, "He's single." And then she took the shot. But the part that tripped me out was this. I saw her in a picture with Stefon Diggs' mama just a day before the game. So still, what's going on? How did they break up, turn around so damn quickly, right? So apparently the rumor is they broke up because Stefon Diggs invited another girl to the Super Bowl game. Now, it's a little clip that's floating around, and it's basically clowning Cardi B because y'all know she was bigging up Stefon. She was going to all the games. She was the first one there talking about they was going to the Super Bowl.
We're going to the Super Bowl! Let's go!
And next thing you know, things started looking rocky. She was at an event. They asked her to give Stefon Diggs some encouraging words for the game, and this is what she said.
A few moments later.
Inspiring message for Stefon before the game. One inspiring message for him.
Good luck.
So this is her at that Fanatics event in that chrome heart one piece. So it seems like even before the game, they was on the rocks, and then we saw this.
A few inches later.
So Stefon is with another girl, and they reading lips now, and it says, "I love you." Now this is the part that tripped me out, right? So you see Stefon embracing this young woman before the game, and apparently she said, "I love you." But if you look in the background, it looked like that's Stefon Diggs' mama. And I can do a compare and contrast on the screen for y'all so we can see. Is this Stefon's mama? It looked like her. Ain't that the same girl that was hugged up with Cardi B the day before? And I see people online saying, if this is true, Stefon mama a bird too. But I want to leave mamas out of it, but that's what y'all saying. But he got this girl sitting in the friends and family section at the Super Bowl while Cardi B is on the field hanging out with Bad Bunny. So how you went from the girlfriend of the guy in the Super Bowl to the girl in the background of the halftime show, just another extra, is crazy. And that's what they saying. They saying this is the reason. So he brought in a little more chocolate. Maybe he going back to the black girls. Sisters, are y'all happy about that? Are y'all happy that Stefon Diggs is back on the team with all the baby mamas, all the child support? Will y'all take him with loving arms into your loving embrace? We shall see. Now, it's more to this because another thing that people was running with is that Cardi might have been upset because one of Stefon Diggs' baby mamas was at the Super Bowl and she was in the friends and family section too. But also remember, Cardi made a whole video talking about she was cool with the fact that Stefon Diggs was getting all these girls pregnant and, you know, now I'm his baby mama, you his baby mama too. We gonna figure out how it's gonna work. And also, I think Cardi B is smart enough to understand that he has a new child, he has other kids with other women. This is an opportunity for the kids to see him play, whether they infants or not. I think Cardi could understand why the baby mama should be there. I think maybe she would have had an issue with the side chick and not the baby mama. So I would say, if Cardi B is upset about this, you have to understand that's the playground you playing in, right? That's the guy you decided to get with all the baby mamas, and this is what you got to deal with. So she would look stupid if this was the reason, you know, she's upset with Stefon, or this was the reason they broke up because she didn't want the baby mamas in the friends and family section. Girl, you wanted the baby mamas too. He ain't put no ring on your finger, but I'm assuming that this ain't the reason Cardi B was upset, or this ain't the reason that they broke up. But it is something I saw people bringing up, so I had to bring it to y'all, all right? And so the internet is saying this is the face of stupidity. Now, I don't know if this is true, but we got to think about this, right? I feel like it could be a chance that Stefon Diggs, if they really did break up, used Cardi B for a little promotion, maybe to help a storyline for them to get to the playoffs.
Like, yo, Stefon Diggs was like beyond washed. He got like 7 girls pregnant in a year. He gets with Cardi B. She starts showing up to the show. Like, come on, yo, Cardi B's like Hispanic. She don't know about no goddamn American football. This guy was a perennial loser. This guy was kind of on the way out. All of a sudden, the storylines start making sense. And then, of course, the team he's on gets the flukiest schedule in history, and they're in the Super Bowl.
And it was almost like a storybook ending, like the Taylor Swift when she got with her man and they won the Super Bowl. But unfortunately, Stefon Diggs couldn't finish it. And maybe that's because he didn't have his good luck charm, right? He done left Cardi on the sideline and then got his ass whooped on the field. So maybe it was karma, but it still don't help that Cardi is looking stupid, right? Now you got Offset getting the last laugh. He posted on Instagram, embarrassing. Cause it is. It is. We kept telling her, how you gonna leave one dog for another dog? How you gonna leave one cheater for another cheater? And honestly, you might have got with the most notorious cheater, because at least Offset, we knew he was a cheater, but he tried to keep it low key, even though he really couldn't keep it low key because he had a new bitch at the casino every weekend. But the thing about Stefon Diggs is he cheating with like the famous girls. He's sleeping with half the industry. He's sleeping with your colleagues, Cardi. Even though I guess Offset was doing the same thing, but if Offset was smashing Krishan and Ari and them, at least they not in the same league as you. You know, Stefon Diggs was messing with Young Miami and all the other known girls. I'm just saying. But y'all know how it goes with Cardi B. We won't know what's really going on until she take her ass on to the Twitter spaces and she let us know. And so until we get some more information, I'll leave it at that. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Did they really break up? Is this a troll? Does Cardi B look stupid? I don't know. Until next time, peace.